everyone. This is Victoria. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, RTT practitioner, and a mindset coach. Welcome to Embodied Shift. Jonna and I explore real change, where subconscious healing meets higher guidance.
And hello, everyone. I'm Jonna, an intuitive coach. My work's about remembering who you are and trusting your inner knowing. And today's question is, what part of us is actually healing when relationship ends?
Ooh, I love this question. I could rather relate.
So share with us, Victoria.
Of course. So this is really a good question. I would say this is based from my own experience, all right? So the part of me ignoring red flags, right? I would now um if when I was in a relationship, of course, I would not see those, right? During my healing process right now, as we speak. I was able to go back to those red flags and I dismissed my intuition, right? Because I was blind, really, right? And I stayed so long, too long. You know this, Jonah. You know my story. And um, and I did not trust to listen to my inner voice, which is very very important to really go in to hear that inner voice that's saying all these things. You know, this is not doing good for you, but still, you're still in a relationship. So those are the things that helped me really, you know, realizing things after ending this particular relationship. And I'm okay. Today I would really say I'm okay because I I learned so much with that, you know, being in that relationship, now not being in that relationship. And I am much more freer. I'm much more happier. And just having those mm, having realizing those things, right? It's amazing. It's another layer of me. Part of me is growing.
Mm.
So so that's what I can share for now. And perhaps later there's something's gonna come up. And I think I'll I'll ask you the same question. I don't have it in front of me, but if you could repeat it, or you can just answer the question,
Or
Jonah.
let me ask you one thing. When you made a decision to move on, how was that for you? How did you get into making that decision? How were you feeling then?
To answer the first question, it was very empowering,
Mhm. Good.
right?
Mhm.
I got that power back.
Mhm.
Oh, that felt good. It really felt good. And and sorry, what was the other question, the follow-up question that you
Like how that felt for you and what made you make that decision? How did you get there? Because I know a lot of us, for people who are in relationships and have these questions, Is it time to move on? But when was that certainty for you? Like, it's time and there's no going back.
Yeah. Well, it's been going on in my mind. It's like this is not healthy for me. This is, yes, I do feel the euphoria when we're together, right? But then I think I had to really ask myself, is this going anywhere? Is this a future in this relationship? And then I went to, not to divulge a lot of things, but I went on a trip and I told the universe, I said, I'm just going to be open for anything, right? Because I just want to, um, well, first of all, I needed that break. Don't we all need a break? So I just like, okay, I'm gonna go in this trip and I'm just gonna be open to anything. And something happened and made me realize that I am settling for crumbs and I experience eating full meal.
Mm.
And when I experienced that having full meal, I told myself I will never go back to having crumbs.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so now I'm super excited about whatever, I'm not looking for a relationship now, but it's just excited about being so free.
Mhm.
It's like now I'm very excited doing this videos that we're doing because I feel like I found a really good space to to share what I know, what we can do to other people.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing a few things, when you said you're excited about something and in that energy itself, it really opened doors for a lot of things, a lot of magic in your life when you're excited for something. And it doesn't have to be, something that you specify right away. Like you said, I'm not looking for a relationship now, but you're excited about something. So when
Mhm.
you start opening doors with your energy, you never know what you're gonna expect, you know?
Yeah.
And I just want to point that out to everybody that that is how energy works. When you open
Mhm.
up your energy for receiving, just by being in a frequency of being happier and just being excited, you're opening doors. And I love what you said about being empowered because as humans, we're taught and we're programmed to always, when we're having a difficulty, when there's an ending in the relationship, we focus about that ending, on how that feels, on the pain. And there's a lot of resentment where, it's a waste of my time, feeling very much unloved, not knowing what to do. There's a lot of confusion in there. But if you actually, after, a breakup, regardless if it's really bad or sometimes even good relationships,
Mm.
has to end. It
Mhm.
doesn't have to be a relationship where you don't have any respect for each other anymore. It can also be a relationship of, I've moved on in my energy, I've moved on in my values, I've moved on in the things that I love to do, and I can no longer share this space with you. And it's actually from a healthy,
Yeah.
way of ending, right? Regardless of how the endings, because we're always programmed to think about how sad endings are, we forget how empowering they are. And so if we would just quiet ourselves and listen and, you know, process the pain, process the healing, respect it, I'm not expecting us to just handle. grief, like, like because it's the energy, right? No, we are humans. So we have to process it. But we also open doors to feeling like, things that we feel inside, but we don't want to say out loud.
Hmm.
And we're like, oh my God, that was so empowering. And then you get to the steps and you're moving forward in life and you're like, wow, that is a lesson that I had to learn for me to get stronger. So for me, when a relationship ends, it's an opening of doors for you're healing that and you're moving towards getting to know yourself better
Mm.
and trusting more in yourself because when you're in a relationship that feels, even though it's chaotic, it's unhealthy, you still feel safe because there's another energy who's always with you, and like regardless of what that is, right? So endings are always gonna have mixed feelings. They're always, but at the end of that, you know for most experiences, it'll be like, thank God I've ended that relationship and I'm so much a better person now. And it might take some time. Sometimes it even takes longer to get there, but have faith that you will get there somehow and just trust the process and
Hmm.
respect the healing process.
Yeah.
Once you respect the healing process, you're going to open your heart to being okay with loving yourself. Because sometimes when we're in a bad relationship, we ask ourselves, why are we still healing from this? It's a bad relationship, right? It just means that we still have to process and we still have to just get it out of our nervous systems, of our programming, of our energy.
Mhm.
And it's an opening to loving us more because we have made a choice by ending that relationship. We have made a choice and we've told the universe that we love ourselves because that is the best thing for us. And I assure you, if it's the best thing for you, it's also the best thing for the other person.
Yeah, that's really true. And I just want to add that if it's draining you, just get out into a relationship because in a relationship it should give you that uplift you,
Mhm.
right? And and not drain you, really.
Yes.
So so yeah, here I am. I have more energy doing things in my daily life, which is I'm very excited about. So thank you all very much for joining us today.
And let's till next time, let's shift together. Thank you so much.